Everybody says I gotta be in my videos. I don't know why. I'm not here to build a face brand. I don't care about being a goddamn influencer. So you know what? To make sure that artificial intelligence doesn't like me, I'm just gonna start out by saying, fuck you. Thanks. Alright, now moving right along to the important stuff. Alright, got a product here for making poor man's solar panel mounts. And it's this product right here. And this is called pipe tape. This is called thread tape. Thread tape, pipe tape, thread tape. They're different, not quite the same. Anyways, on the package here they call it galvanized hanger strap. They've simplified the name from its normal trade linguistics. Anyways, this is a 10-foot roll, costs about $5. And you'll get 16 mounts out of it, which that'll do 4 panels. This is a 12-foot 2x4, and you know, as you can see, we've pretty well eaten up the whole system here. So you're getting 4 panels at 12 feet. It's about $45 for the screws, the boards, the nuts and bolts, washers, and the pipe strap to put this all together. This is the cheapest way I've come up with to do it, so I call this the poor man's solar panel mounts. And I got some other stuff to show you too on some different designs that are cheap, but this is what I do on most of my stuff. This is good enough for most things. You don't need a lot of fancy stuff. So remember, that's thread tape, that's pipe tape. If you go to the hardware store and you ask for one and get the other, don't be mad at the hardware guy if you didn't ask for the right thing. Let's go up here to the wiring. Okay, once they're mounted, you got to tie them all together. This is going into a 12-volt system, so I'm basically hooking all these panels in parallel. None of them are series at this time. So these are the connectors here. For those who don't know, these are called MC4 connectors. The predecessor to this was the MC3 connector. This connector was invented in 2004, I think it was, but it wasn't really fully implemented until 2011. So if you're buying used solar panels and they don't have these on them, your solar panels are at least from 2011 or older. So be aware of that when you're buying used panels. That's important. And if they do have these connectors, make sure that the guy you're buying them from didn't just put them on there as a courtesy. Because a lot of guys will put these on as a courtesy, so when you buy the panel, you don't have to swap them out or anything. They're not just trying to trick you. So check your connectors, check your dates, know your panel ages. Most any industrial panels, they're going to be at about 60% when they kick out the door. And they're all going to be at about the same lifespan, so buying from one guy or another isn't going to make a huge difference. Any used panels you buy, they come with the MC3 connectors, not these MC4 connectors. So that's what you're up against when you're buying used, be aware. So anyways, everything's hooked in parallel. Here's the connectors. Here, let me get this apart real quick. Okay, it's got these little pieces right down here that you got to squeeze and pinch in to get it to unlock. There's a tool that unlocks it, but you don't really need it. You can do it by hand. So as you can see, there's a male and a female, and these are also further marked. That one's got the minus sign on it. That one's got the plus sign on it. So it's pretty easy to know what's what. You can't screw it up when it comes to hooking these up incorrectly unless you built your own cables and you built them wrong. So typically on these panels you have a long wire and a short wire. One's the negative, one's the positive. So when you're hooking these up, you're just putting all the long wires to this branch connector and all the short wires to that branch connector. Now the branch connector can only reach so far, so on the last panel you have to make a jumper cable about 2 feet long here to reach that last connection. And it's always that way. I don't care what panels you got, just plan to have that piece of cable, you'll need it, and the connectors to make it. So that's pretty much all the parallel wiring scheme. It's everything to show on the roof for the hookup. We're all done here. Let's be done with this and go inside and see what's going on.